Hey everyone, from FFHS back again with another video today. Yeah, look at this. I think I've recorded this modification video about 3 times and I just have been doing more things to this Longshot, so no, I'm not doing anything else to this. What I mean by that is I have recorded a modification video on this and then I've gone ahead and done more mods to this Longshot. You know, making that video obsolete. But this is the final video that I'm going to be recording on this Longshot. This is a modification. Not really a guide or anything, it's just an overview of my modified Longshot. Starting off with the internals, very simple stuff going on with the internals. I've plugged the breech hole, there's a hole in the breech and I've just wrapped some duct tape around that. Re-lubricated absolutely everything in the front, like that. Put a stock retaliator spring in with the stock spring. I think it's the stock spring, although I did get this blaster off the side of the road and it was already modified, so it might not be the stock spring. Bit of hot glue. Off, but it felt a bit stronger than the stock spring, so you know, it might not. The air restrictor was already taken out when I opened it up. Again, I got this free off the side of the road. If you've watched that video, I'll leave a card right up there. I've added another spring in the catch, so it's a little bit tougher to pull the trigger, but it allows you to prime the blaster very smoothly and it won't fail. It has the typical Longshot locking up right side. It doesn't want to prime on the right side. But the prime is very smooth on the left side, which is for right-handed users. I've also taken out all the locks, so you can deprime the blaster and prime it twice. That's just to not dry fire it. Definitely don't want to dry fire this. I've also padded the plunger head as well and added an extra O-ring and re-lubricated that. Right now to the external stuff, which is a lot. So I'm going to go from tip to end because that's logical. Up here is an ion fire barrel that I found off of my ion fire. Thrifting video coming soon. This is painted to match the Longshot. I'll go over the paint once I go over the Longshot. So I actually didn't talk about the paint, but yeah, that's because I'm a noob camper scrub. Anyway, the paint is pretty much just a matte black spray paint, nothing special, and then just gloss green accents. Very simple, nothing else. Just some brush paint accents as well. Nothing too special. Because why not? Has some googly eyes for the meme or whatever. And a barricade muzzle glued up the front. I've sanded that until it fits perfectly on the iron fire front cap. And then we have some two darts, N-strike darts, not to actually use, just for intimidation factor because it's at the muzzle and it looks cool. And the dart storage is just hot glued on there, and the dart storage is from a N-strike. Up here in this conglomerate area, it's better on this side actually, I've zip tied a whole bunch of stuff here. A red torch, this is like a $13 torch, it's 65 lumens, not very strong but it's mostly for the star points. And then down below a laser, don't want to damage the camera but it's a red laser, hopefully you can see that. And it also has a little light on it as well, not very strong but it's again just for the star points. The laser isn't even centered but it's cool. And then a zombie strike dart there because reasons. Bipod is obviously cut off. This was actually to install my DIY pump kit but that didn't end up working. And I also cut down the little 2 circles here, that was to fit the pump kit, that didn't end up working, whatever. And then a rail, an N-strike rail has been bolted here with many different bolts. The main bolt that's actually holding this is the center one here, that's from a subwoofer of some kind that I got for free. But freaking long screw. You know, it's fairly stable. I did have a grip on there, but it just didn't look as good and it holds much better without a grip. But if you want to put something down there, you can. Up here I have my DIY door mag. This is 2 12-round stick mags duct taped together with a little FFHS on there. That's my channel, if you did not know. Mag insertion is nice and smooth. I have lubricated that magazine release area as well. So doing that is nice. Speaking of mag release, here it is. It's got some grip tape on it so it's easier to pull it out. Giggity. And up to the carry handle region. If you can't see it, there is a sight from the $19 Rapid Dart Blaster, again, a card up there to that review. This isn't tightly on, this is screwed on as much as possible, but it just does not want to tightly sit on there. It doesn't actually help me aim at all, I don't use it, but it looks cool. And under the carry handle, something that's actually functional, is a screwdriver. Not very easy to get out. If you don't know what's going on here, it's a green Kmart dart that's had its head chopped off. This capet is dictated. And some duct tape on it. And then it's hot glued under the carry handle so I can put my little Phillips head screwdriver there so I can adjust my sight, open up the blaster, whatever, on the fly. Well, not really on the fly since I can't really open up the blaster, I have to chop everything off. Trigger has a bit of grip tape on the front of it and it's lubricated. I also have a bounce sock on here and a Blaster Tech sticker from the Retaliator. If it looks a bit janky, then it's one of those, because it's one of those terrible stickers that doesn't come off cleanly, so I had to kind of do it myself. On the grip is a lot of duct tape. It's sanded, so you know, more grip and stuff, and it's very thick. So it's very thick, so it's better for my hand, and it has some grip on it. It helps me, you know, do grippy stuff. On the bolt handle, the bolt is actually glued because it had a tendency to fall out while I was priming, and that's not Cubra. And it has some duct tape on it, with again sanded for some grip, and because it looks cool. Here, 2 dart storage, again not to actually use because these darts don't work in anything because they have duct tape around them. And they're not easy to get to. And I've had these little dart holder things, these are just cut down barrels by the way, fall off a number of times. Again, something functional, an Allen key. This is, well, this was to tighten up the foregrip that I did have mounted, but I don't anymore, so that's just there for star points. You know, it looks like I have something to take off, but I don't. And at the back here, I'm sure you've been staring at it the whole video, is a modulus ECS-10 stock piece. If you can see my modulus up there, it doesn't actually have the stock piece, well, the battery piece, because it's right here. This is hot glued on. At first it didn't actually fit. I had to kind of unscrew the battery thing and kind of clamp it on there and then screw them in super tightly, so it kind of clamped onto the Longshot, but it still would rattle and fall off, so I had to hot glue it under here, a conglomerate of hot glue, and on the sides here, on the other side, lots and lots of hot glue, and a little bit of grip tape on the back of the stock. I'm going to use the little screw port as a sling mount, but it's definitely not as strong as this sling mount up here. And then last but definitely not least, I have this little thing up here, some duct tape here, and sanded that so it's, you know, nice and grippy for my face. But this blaster does actually perform pretty well, so let's see it fire. It can fire pretty much all full-length darts nicely. Kmart darts first. Blaster is quite loud. I will turn that down for you guys though. Aki-strike. Doesn't fire Aki-strikes as hard. And then an elite dart, it fires them quite hard, but they just suck. Surprised I hit that Zambi, although I'm like less than 1 meter away from it. Kmart dart again. That's what I mean. The blaster is quite powerful. I will put the numbers on the screen as I'm firing these last darts from the Chrono that I used at the Ministry of Foam monthly Nerf War. Thanks, James, for letting me use your Chrono. Super fast reloads with the dual mag system, and it looks pretty sweet as well. So what do I think of my Longshot? It's great, and I used it pretty much for 4 hours during the Nerf War that I was at yesterday. And it held out well. The blaster fires around 30 meters slanted while firing Kmart darts. It can fire elite darts a little bit further, but they are just terrible in accuracy, just don't use them. And as you saw on the screen, the blaster hits an average of around 90 feet per second, which was way higher than I thought, and is higher than my modified Retaliator back then. Well, it doesn't actually work anymore. That is my modified Longshot, or my battle primary. Hope you enjoyed my video. Thank you for watching, everyone. And stay tactical. Make sure to subscribe because it does help out the channel. Seriously, it actually does. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year, so if we can make that happen, that would be incredible. Like the video because it does show your support. Oh, we're going again. I'm just imagining, is that what my hair looks like from the back mean? Yeah, liking the video does show your support. Stay tactical. Oh, it's not loaded. Okay, I was going to shoot, but no, I'm not going to dry fire. Barrel tap!